And we are live. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stonadge channel. We've had a day off, but we are back, baby. And it's Wrexham against Boreham Wood, live here on the Stonadge channel. Yes, you might want to look at the bright lights of Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final. You might still be hungover from watching Liverpool somehow beat Nottingham Forest. But this is probably the game of the day for me. Wrexham against Boreham Wood at the racecourse ground. Wrexham looking to win to not only extend their record points tally ever, and we're talking ever in the Football League, and that's not just them, that's anybody, to get to 110 points, but it is to guarantee to be the champions and to get promoted to League 2. This is an absolutely monumental fixture for the Red Dragons. It's good to see all of you guys in the chat, nice and early. Liz has donated $5. Thank you so much, Liz, for that. Thank you so much. You're an absolute hero. Thank you so much. Good to see you. As always, thank you so much, Liz. You are an absolute queen of a woman. And yes, honestly, that feeling of clicking submit yesterday, if you could bottle it, you'd make a lot of money. Seriously, it was unbelievable. Josh Falafel, Durkandend, Granny Dwarf is here as well. Great to see all of you guys here in the chat. And how are we feeling? Are we feeling good? Are we feeling positive? Are we feeling ready? Because today, guys, this isn't my only stream, which is a bit nuts. As I said, I had some news for you on Friday. And I do, man. I do, Granny Dwarf, I do. I'm sorry. But yeah, some good news. So I will be live later at 2:45 a.m. UK time on the Bleacher Report app for Ryan Garcia against Javonta Davis. So make sure you download the Bleacher Report app and watch it along with me. It would be absolutely huge if you can. It's a great opportunity for me to showcase my skills. And yeah, it's absolutely huge. How are we, Michael? Good to see you. Good to see you as always. Supporting Wrexham tonight. Michael... right, I'm going to do my best pronunciation here from my knowledge of Polish, because I had a lot of Polish people in my school, because it looks like a Polish name. Is it Suchuk? Suchuk? I think that's right. 2:45 a.m. I know it's American timing, guys. I can't help it. But listen, your boy has got to do what he has to do. It's a monumental opportunity, so I'm really, really excited to do it. But, yeah, absolutely buzzing about this. 2-0 to Manchester City. Close. I was close, eh? That's decent, though. At least I'd had an effort, you know. Put a little phonetic thing in the chat, my friend. Man City 2-0 up against Sheffield United. That was no surprise. We all knew that was going to happen. Man City probably had their name on the FA Cup already, to be fair. So yeah, fair play. They'll probably go through. Brighton v Man United tomorrow. I'll probably do that. 2 goals for Riyad Mahrez today for Manchester City. So they look like they are on their way to the FA Cup final. Why do they do FA Cup semi-finals at Wembley? It still baffles me. Because they have to because it needs to make money. It does make money. It does. All right. It absolutely does. But anyway, let's discuss Wrexham. Let's discuss Boreham Wood. So the Wrexham team this afternoon. Ben Foster in goal for the Red Dragons. Of course, the man in the thumbnail, the man behind me, he is going to be huge for Wrexham today. I always say Tyrone Barnett. He's a striker who plays for Hereford. It's Ryan Barnett, Owen O'Connell, Ben Tozer, O'Connor and Mendy, the back five. Jones, Cannon with Lee Mullin, and Sam Dolby gets the preferred one over Ollie Palmer, so that's intriguing one. Jordan Davis also back on the bench for Wrexham. Boreham Wood as well. Their team is Ashmore in goal. It is Sanmi, Evans, Broadbent, and Delovu and Marsh, with Payne, Souza, and Brunt behind Bush and Agbonta Homer. So it's a bit of that's an intriguing name. I was like, Gabby Agbonta, what? But it's not. It was Agbonta Homer. I love that. 3-0 Wrexham today, says Josh. I disagree. I think it's going to be a nervy one for the Dragons. Because of course Notts County piled the pressure on with their win over Maidstone earlier. They won 5-2, I believe, which is an absolutely massive win. To keep the pressure on. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. We're talking about a team with 107 points, and they're still having to be pressurised on the second to last game of the season. That is exceptional from Notts County, by the way. These two deserve to be in the Football League next season. And I think if they do get promoted, they both will be near the favourites for getting promoted once again. If Notts County don't go up after all of this, oh my God, guys! I've just seen it on the live stream. Ryan Reynolds is talking to a lad who's I think he looks like he's got cancer. Oh, he's so sweet. And that'll make that lad's day, man. Make that lad's week. Make that lad's month. That's amazing. He's got a little tube into his nose. Bless. It's adorable. It's adorable, man. Ryan Reynolds. Oh, he's even picked him up. Huh? I don't know. He must be about 5 or 6 years old. Bless. Both go up, though. They don't, Miles. They don't, my friend. So, only one team gets promoted. And so, only one team gets automatically promoted. This is changing from next season. Because this is... because the second... And then it goes second down to 7th is playoffs. In the National League. So the four from 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th fight it out to then get the right to play the teams who finish 2nd and 3rd, and then whoever wins those games goes to a playoff final at Wembley, which we might do a live stream on this channel. You know, maybe we will. So it's so crazy that they're being pushed all this way by Notts County. We're talking 2 of the best non-league sides ever. Oh, well, maybe, Miles, but that is the lottery of the playoffs, man. The playoffs are absolutely nuts. Like, anything can happen in 2 games, or I think some of them are one-off games in the National League. Good to see you, John, as always, in the Wrexham streams. How are we? How are we indeed? 3-1 Wrexham, says John. Everyone get your score predictions in, nice and early. So you can claim your dubs. Let's talk Liverpool for a bit then. We've got still 21 minutes till we kick off here at the Racecourse Ground. Let's talk Liverpool. Mahrez hat-trick for City, fair play. So Liverpool today. I did manage to get a stream of the game in the end, but I decided not to live stream it because we're going to be streaming for a long time today. It wasn't great, was it? Like, we won, fair play, and we move on from it. However, it was dangerous. It was so dangerous from set pieces that it makes me worry for the rest of the season. Like, we were lucky that Forest only scored 2, really. But the positive news is we got 3 points, and that now puts us up into 7th. We've got a game in hand on Aston Villa, who are 1 point behind. We've actually played the same games as Spurs with 3 points behind them. It's a disgrace we're behind them, to be honest. They're absolutely terrible. Brighton, of course, have 2 games in hand on us and only a point behind us. I think Brighton will go back above us, and they're a good side. But a huge win as well today for Leicester City. That now puts Everton into the relegation zone. But the team I worry for the most is neither of them. It's Leeds United. They lost again today against Fulham. Their running is a little bit tasty. They've got Leicester on Tuesday. I've got to do a watch along for that, haven't I? I've got to do a watch along for that. That could be literally a shootout for who gets relegated. They've then got Bournemouth away, City away, Newcastle at home, West Ham away, Spurs at home. It's not an easy run in for Leeds United. Exactly, Miles. You're very right there. It wasn't. It was absolutely woeful defending from Liverpool, but there we go. So let me inform you of the schedule coming up. So bearing in mind, I may not wake up in time, but the schedule says that we will be doing Newcastle v Spurs tomorrow, and then and then Brighton v Manchester United if I can. I mean, it's going to be touch and go, but I probably will. And then on Monday, we have got to have a day off. Tuesday, though, we've got to do Leeds v Leicester that day. Absolutely huge game. Wednesday, Man City v Arsenal. Probably the biggest game in the Premier League this season so far. Spurs v Man United on Thursday in the Premier League. And then on Friday, we're going to have another day off. I'm deciding my days off now already. I'm getting my schedule done on stream, lads. It's got to be done. So I'm having Monday and Friday off. So there we are. I've also got some kombucha, lads. And I have to say, I sound like a right Gen Z little weirdo here. But this thing is amazing. If any of you get the opportunity to try it, it's so nice. I bought 4 cans of it because, like, why not? And now I've had 3 already. It's really nice. It's like vegan. It's like 6 calories as well. Like, it's mental. It is mental. Really, really nice. And you, Liz. And you. Wrexham to win for you. What score? And fair play. Was Craig angry today? I imagine he was. I imagine he was. Oh. Poor old Sheffield United. But what a trip out to Wembley. Like, they weren't expecting anything, were they? To be fair. Sheffield United were not expecting anything. But, listen. It's a good day out for them. They're in the Championship. So there we are. It's just how it is. 3-1 Wrexham, says Liz. I've gone for 1-0. I think there's going to be some nerves. But I think Super Paul Mullen's going to score. And calm those nerves just after the second half starts. No angry Craig? Really? Really? I suppose there's nothing really to play for us, is there? So, I'll tell you what, though. I say there's nothing to play for. Genuinely, it could be a really, really feisty end to the season because Brighton, although they have 2 games in hand, they have got to play some big teams. United at home, Arsenal away, Brighton have got Newcastle away. They've then got City at home as well. It's not an easy one, and they've got Villa away as well. Wolves at home, although Leicester did beat them today, they're no easy side to beat. However, that's sort of, they were now within 6 points of the relegation zone. I don't think I can include them anymore. But, by the way, Crystal Palace are within 2 points of Chelsea. How funny is that? So Chelsea could actually fall further. We thought they couldn't fall further than 11th, but they actually might fall further than 11th. That is crazy. But anyway, a massive win. We're going to go away from the Premier League and go to the National League because that is the game we are covering today. I just want to shout out once again Notts County, who are now 1 point behind Wrexham. Again, putting huge amounts of pressure on them. A point today for Wrexham. I really want Wrexham to go up and get promoted automatically, okay? But a point would make it a very interesting end to the season. Or a loss. A point or a loss. Wrexham go to Torquay. Notts County host York City. York City haven't had the greatest season. They sit in 19th. Torquay are already are down in 21st as well. So it would make it fun. But a lot of people will want Wrexham to win. And I am one of them. I do really do. Hey, Spencer, how we doing, my friend? Good to catch you here as well. And there's Phil Parkinson on our screens. The Wrexham boss who has led them to a records points total across the top 5 leagues. And we're talking ever here. It's an incredible achievement. And even more incredible, as I say, for Notts County to keep up with them. But honestly, I'm so looking forward to seeing what will come of today. I mean, you look at this. Notts County, 116 goals, 41 conceded. Wrexham, 112 goals, 41 conceded. 33 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses. Notts County have just drawn 2 games too many. It's almost identical. Bout for bout, everything. It's just fantastic. I'm definitely going to show the game, Nico. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, that's why it's got watch along in the stream. I hope they win today, so we see the celebration at the racecourse. I absolutely do as well, but I would like to see a final day scrap because these 2 teams deserve it. Also, if you haven't already subscribed and liked the video, please do. It means the most to me. We're trying to get to 1.2k as quickly as we possibly can. So please subscribe. All that good stuff. I'm not actually. I was being sarcastic, Nico. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not actually showing the game. I'm watching it. It's got watch along in it. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is it's a watch along, guys, which means I'm watching it. If I did show the game, I would get cancelled. And by not that I mean like, oh, I'd say something offensive. I mean that my channel would be finished. It would be in the mud because YouTube would be like, no, this is not your content, lads. This is my content, though, me watching it and reacting to it. So it's not going to be shown live. But all of the reactions, everything is going to be shown here right now. Live, everything. It's all live here. Thoughts on Bayern? They weren't bad at the Etihad. They just got beaten by a better team. And then in the second leg, it was just a bit pitiful. They couldn't score. I don't know what the situation is in the Bundesliga at the moment. Let me have a look. But it is still a title race, isn't it? So Dortmund at the moment are top on 60 points. I believe what happened with Bayern earlier. Have they yet to play this weekend? I think they drew with Hoffenheim. Okay, so Dortmund. No, they didn't draw with Hoffenheim. Sorry, they lost to Mainz. So Dortmund are winning 3-0 against Frankfurt. They could actually finally break the curse. What a W for Jude Bellingham. I don't want to mention Jude Bellingham because people are like, Bellingham to Liverpool. Chris, thoughts? No, it's not happening, lads. Yeah, they're strange. They're a strange team at the moment, Bayern Munich, but it shows the quality of the league that when you have a blip season and you're still second a point off, that shows the quality of the league. Because Liverpool are having a blip season and they're seventh. So at the end of the day, it shows the quality of the Bundesliga. I like the league. I love to watch the league, but it's just not the same. But I tell you what, the relegation battle is so huge. Everton play Newcastle on Thursday, which we may do a watch along, or maybe do Man United Spurs, and then we'll say, and then we've got Leicester v Everton on Monday. If Everton lose both of those games, they could be 4 points. They could genuinely be 6 points adrift of relegation with 4 games to go. That is scary for Everton fans. Genuinely. Without Alisson, we'd be right beside Chelsea. Absolutely, I've got no qualms in admitting that. They have certain games, Aditya. They have certain games, man, but it's always best to avoid those sites. I choose to anyway, because you never know what sort of malware gets on your computer and that. But anyway, we've got so much attacking talent at Wrexham's disposal. They've got Sam Dolby, who would be a starting striker at many non-league sides, National League sides. And then you've got Paul Mullin. Excuse me. We've got Paul Mullin, who is obviously a League One standard striker. I think we've all established this. You've got Elliot Lee, who's a brilliant creator. You've got Ollie Palmer, who's a fantastic target man as well. I think there's so much talent here that could get them. They don't really need to sign any more attacking talent. All they need is a little bit more shoring at the back. If they can somehow convince Benjamin Foster to stay on for another season, now that would be incredible. I've seen that Hal Robson-Kanu is offered to play for free. By the way, the Boreham Wood goalkeeper Ashmore is absolutely built like a brick. Look at him. He's huge. Absolutely huge. Never get why Dyche has such a cult following. I thought Dyche would be an absolute guaranteed, like safety net for Everton. But unfortunately, it's not really worked out like that. I think Everton are just too poisonous, even for Sean Dyche. But I think he's the perfect manager to try and get them back up. It will be hard, though, because they'll lose a lot of players and have a lot of big financial hit. How far can Mullin play? I think Mullin can play in the Championship. He's a good... And listen, if you're a goal scorer, you're a natural goal scorer at any level, in my opinion. Like, you can't be natural in one regard. You'll always get chances. I just think the goalkeepers just get better. The defences get better at reading what your natural ability is. I think Paul Mullin will score 30 plus in League 2 next season quite easily. And potentially League 1, I think he's... he proved that he was the top of League 2. So I think the top of League 2 does elevate himself into sort of mediocre League 1 level. But the confidence he's got from playing at this level for Wrexham, being loved and adored, like, realistically, he has been flying on some sort of level for the last few years. Maka Langstaff as well is another player who I think the confidence the striker gets is so imperative. So if they continue scoring, they could play at any level. But I think Mullin is probably a championship level player at his peak. Same with Langstaff, to be fair. You can't score 40 goals in the National League and let it be a fluke. So I enjoy it, man. I just enjoy this level of football. I really do. It's different. And of course, we'll do more sort of watch-alongs like these next season, especially Wrexham. There's such a massive interest in them. But if you want to see more watch-alongs from low levels, I'm more than happy to do it, because I sometimes prefer watching it to just normal Premier League games. But then I missed out on probably one of the games of the season last night, Arsenal against Southampton. Thoughts on that one, guys? Did Arsenal... I mean, they were happy. Arsenal were happy to get a point, but at the same time, even though they pulled 2 goals back in 90 plus whatever, it didn't work. It still feels like 2 points dropped at home to Southampton. They rescued a point. It's going to be absolutely huge on Wednesday. If they can avoid defeat, listen, who knows? But the 3 draws in 3 games, it's an issue. It is an issue. It reminds me of when Liverpool did it in sort of the January, February time of 18-19. I remember Harry Maguire scored at Anfield for Leicester. And that was like a defining moment. We drew West Ham as well, even though we should have lost the game because Mane's goal was absolutely offside in that one. So it reminds me of that. I worry for Arsenal. I worry for them because I think City are just hitting form at the right time. They could have easily thrashed by me the other night, but they just didn't need to. They just took the piss. As soon as Haaland scored, it was done. Like, it was a pretty dodgy penalty for Bayern. They should never have got it. And they just took the piss, really. And that's what they do. They're that good. I'm a fan on the opposing side of Man City's title race 3 or 4 times now, and I can tell you it's the most difficult thing because when they get in a run of form, they are so hard to stop. They're impossible to stop. I worry for Arsenal now because they're a young team. I don't think they have the capabilities in the long term to stay there. I just don't. I do think they've got great talent to continue potentially challenging, like easily getting top 4. I worry for anyone getting near City now, including Liverpool, including United, including Spurs, including Newcastle, including Chelsea, including everyone. Like City are just... Even when they have an off-season. City have had an off-season this season. And they could end up with, 8 games to go. They could end up with 94 points. Hey, Julian Marquez. Good to see you, my friend. And Izzy's in the chat as well, even though she's just over there. Maybe halftime show. As Josh has said right here, subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you do want to become a member of the channel, you can do by clicking the join button below the screen as well. I will be posting a link to show out what you can do. You will be getting perks if you want as well, where we interact on social media. I'm very close to setting up a Discord. I'm going to wait until after my university finishes, though, because I am lazy in that regard, to be honest. And I also don't have a clue how to set up one. But if anyone does have a clue, please let me know. And also, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Get to 1.2k as soon as we possibly can for more Wrexham games as well. That's what we want to see, More Wrexham games. I know a lot of people really like them on this channel. So we're getting a little bit of a niche here, and a lot of people rock up for to just watch the Wrexham games, and that is absolutely sound. If we could get all the Wrexham games, that'd be sound. I'd just do Wrexham and Liverpool. There we go. So if you do want to join the channel, there you go. You can do so by clicking that link there. And those perks will come into action very soon. Best game of the season for me, but I agree. City will walk it down. I can't see Arsenal getting anything on Wednesday night. Me neither. It's just Haaland, isn't it? Like, they're 1-0 up before the game starts. That's a problem. They really are. So, how are we, Eliza? Good to see you as always. Good to see you as per usual. And we certainly were, Eliza. We certainly were. Boreham Wood, though, this is a big game for them. They are 3 points clear of Southend United, who have had a lot of financial trouble recently. But a win today will pretty much guarantee them a place in the playoff places. Notts County and Chesterfield are going to be second and third, most likely, or Woking to come in for Chesterfield, with Barnet and Bromley and Boreham Wood all involved in the playoffs. So any of those teams could go up. Relegation-wise, Maidstone are already down. Scunthorpe are already down. Yeovil are already down. For those of you who remember, Yeovil were actually Yeovil and Scunthorpe were championship sides in the last 15 years. So it's pretty crazy how quickly a club can go down. That's why I really like and believe in this Wrexham project, because of the investment in the infrastructure. Anyway, we're not very far away from kickoff now. Only 2 minutes. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have taken their seats, as have we on the Stonadge channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, Boreham Wood will not be a pusher. For the last 2 games have been 1-1, I believe. Good to see everyone in the chat, though, as always. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. The best place to be in the world for all your football watch-alongs. Hey, Uncle Doug, good to see you back for another Wrexham game, my friend. How are you enjoying your little green badge, my man? And here the players come. Out onto the racecourse. Ben Foster helps lead them out. The Wrexham fans waved their flags, and we are getting very, very close now to what could be the biggest game at the racecourse for a long, long time. Well, certainly not, maybe not as big as that Notts County one, but this one's pretty huge. A win today, Wrexham are promoted to the Football League for the first time in 50 years. A loss, and oh my, it's going to be an interesting final day. Neil Hobley's watching from Rochester, Michigan. Where else is everyone watching from? Let me know where you're watching from in the chat below. And anyway, we'll go through the team again. Ben Foster in goal for Wrexham. Ryan Barnett, O'Connell, James Jones, O'Connor, Tozer, Mendy, Cannon, Lee, Mullin, and Dolby. Anthony Ford, who scored in their 3-0 win the other day against Yeovil, is on the bench, as is Jordan Davis and Ollie Palmer. Cal's on the back from Birmingham v Blackpool. Birmingham were dreadful. Hopefully Wrexham can give me big vibes. Good to see you, Cal, as always. Who were you supporting that? Were you writing, Cal, or were you supporting? Were you just in the ground, got a ticket? What was going on there, my man? New Mexico, says Julian. That's incredible. That's incredible. Whenever I see the name Julian, it's like King Julian. And Phil Parkinson shakes Garrard's hand, the manager of Boreham Wood. Izzy, could you pass my phone, please? Sorry. I need to get the squad numbers up on my phone. Elliot Lee is the man, though, for Wrexham. He is going to be so huge for them today to create the chances for Paul Mullin, for Sam Dolby. David has gifted 5 memberships. You absolute bloody legend. Again? He's such a generous man. The nicest man, I would say, on the planet. Thank you so much, David. You absolute bloody hero. Thank you so much for that one. David, a goat, mate. Let's see who they go to. Who are they going to go to? Oh, it's random. Sadly, it is random. You can't pick. Sometimes they don't even go to people. I was literally King Julian from grade 8 to 12. There you go. King Julian. Incredible, lads. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game. I feel. I'm feeling a positive vibes. Are you gonna watch as well? I thought not. And there is the Boreham Wood boss, Garrard.
Is he American?
No, he's English, mate. Anyway, my missus is here, for those of you who are new here. This is Isabel. She might pop on at half-time if she's not too tired. I always flog her off for views, basically, isn't that right?
Pretty much.
But she enjoys it. I say that as I hold her by gunpoint. You will do the half-time show. We need to check who the new members are. Yeah, that's a good point. Has anyone got given one yet? Mullenbanger inbound. Just went to the ground. Wanted to explore a couple of Midland Stadium. Shocking, all fairness. Fair play. Poor old Shire never gets a gifted sub. Yeah. It's got to happen. Who's got them? I don't know who's got them yet. It pops up. It pops up randomly in the stream. I don't know if you have to be eligible for it, or I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we are ready to rumble here on the Stonadge channel. The place to be, ladies and gents, for Wrexham against Boreham. Kicking off now. There we go. It actually worked. I actually got it on time for once. And it's out of play for a Boreham thrown very, very early on. It's going to be... I'm sure... I can't hear it, but the racecourse is going to be bouncing. Bouncing. And I'm looking forward to hearing it back later on. That's the plan anyway. Calstagram's got a gifted membership. Well, welcome to the family, Cal. You're a star player, my friend. I think the more you comment... Oh, hello. Chance. It's in. What? It's 1-0 to Boreham. What a start. Oh, my goodness me. Within a minute, Ndlovu has scored. Oh, my God. That is not going to plan, is it? Oh, dear. Wrexham 0, Boreham 1. My prediction's out the window already. I said 1-0 Wrexham, but Ndlovu was well onside. Wrexham were asleep. And it was an easy chip for Ndlovu against Ben Foster. And it's 1-0 to Boreham at the racecourse ground. Oh my goodness me. This is going to get interesting. Ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't in the script, was it? That really was not in the script. That is amazing. Wow. Careless from Wrexham. And Boreham take the lead in what was meant to be the day they may have got promotion. And oh my goodness, it's a bit of shocking play. And I think it's a corner for Boreham already again. Hey, Chris, how are we? Now that is not the start. The Wrexham, Ryan Reynolds... Boreham, the Ryan Reynolds, Wrexham, Rob McElhenney, Ben Foster, any of most of the people in the chat would have expected. But Boreham 1, Wrexham 0. It's going to be a long throw. Is it going to fall for Ndlovu again? It's hooked away. And now, playing down the right-hand side. And can he get there, Paul Mullin? It's a good challenge by the defence for Boreham. I do like their kit. I'm a fan. I am a fan. It's a nice light blue. All light blue strip. Played inside now to Cannon for Wrexham. Mullin. Dolby. Chipped in towards Mullin. Is headed away. Cannon gets it back. Wrexham attacking once more. It's deflected towards Mullin. He slipped over. Headed away. And it's going to be cleared by Notts County. Well, Notts County? By Boreham, in fact. The goalie is built like a brick shithouse. I love it. I live for it. I hope Ben Foster's recorded that one. He didn't record the ones the other week, did he? Properly. It's played down the wing to Jacob Mendy. For Wrexham. Oh, that's a foul. Against Boreham. It's going to be a free kick. Hey, Mohammed, how are we doing, my good man? Going to be a free kick, in fact, for O'Connor. Hopefully they get given those bloody memberships out, David. Otherwise I'll get in touch with YouTube and say, what you bloody doing? I don't know, Kazuma, my friend. Kazuma Tempest. That's a cool name, isn't it? Oh, how can you hit a one-man wall? Right. Chris's random football rants. How can any footballer hit a one-man wall? How bad do you have to be? It's a one-man wall. Come on. It's a corner anyway to Wrexham, but how can you hit a one-man wall? It's literally, it's so easy to avoid them. The easiest. Like, literally, you've got the whole pitch to aim at, and you hit that one man. It's like the opposite of cricket. You're aiming to not hit that one. Headed away. It's a shot, and it's well blocked. There's a man down. Wrexham aren't going to put it out of play. It was only because the ball was hit hard at him. He can't... Stop. Just get up. Play on, Wrexham. He's got to play on. They've got to play on. Here's Lee. Still Lee. Inside to Dolby. Now Lee again. Now Dolby again. He's lost it. I cannot believe how easy that goal was for Boreham Wood. Wrexham just didn't switch on. But Lee and Delovu... I love their striker's name. David Agbontahoma. Exceptional. It's a good turn from Jacob Mendy, though. With the cross, and there's no one there, but Boreham would have to clear it away. It's not the greatest clearance by Ilisanmi at the back. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe for more Wrexham streams. I'll be doing more and more and more, probably next season as well. Well, the best place to be is right here, Bjorn Pan. You can listen to the game. I'm sorry, I can't show it to you, but I'm doing the best I possibly can. Lee with the cross. It's not a bad one. Tozer got his head to it, but it's gone behind for a goal kick. Sort of rebounded off Sam Dolby, I think. He's been trusted tonight, Sam Dolby. Big, big chance for him. And Ashmore will clear. He is absolutely huge. I live for it. I live for it. But 7 minutes in, Wrexham trail to Boreham Wood. And there is Phil Parkinson. Looking dour and dry, but ready. Tozer. Oh, that's a poor touch from Paul Mullin. He's booted it out of play for a throw-in. If they bottle promotion this time, it's going to be a little bit worrying when it comes to financial situations. Going to be launched forward though this time by Payne. Cleared forward again as Ilisanmi heads it again clear, and Payne again towards Ndolovu. He's lost it. Boreham would have it back here. Luke Garrard has set up his team, and they've got their early goal exactly as they would have wanted it. If there's anyone who can break them down, though, you would say it would be Wrexham. But a loss today makes it extremely interesting. A draw or a loss both sort of mean the same thing today for Wrexham. Because their goal difference is now worse than Notts County's. Towards Mullin. He's won it well for Andy Cannon. And now Jones back into Ben Tozer. Got O'Connor wide. Tozer drives forward and finds O'Connor. O'Connor for Wrexham. Jacob Mendy. Come on then. Drive forward. It's a long ball. He's found Elliot Lee really, really well here. Lee into Jacob Mendy. It's a good little diagonal ball. Mendy with a good turn. Can Mendy get in there? He can't. It's well intercepted by Ilisanmi and he clears. Jacob Mendy is dangerous. Sousa in the midfield is certainly someone to keep an eye on for Boreham Wood. Someone that, when doing my research, a lot of people were saying how good a player he was. Can play both midfield and fullback. And here he is. Also, just to remind you guys, if you haven't already, download the Bleacher Report app for my stream of Ryan Garcia against, I forgot his bloody name now. It's Javonte Davis. I can't really blanked out my mind. I've been thinking about those two for the last 4 days consecutively. Ryan Garcia against Javonte Davis live on the Bleacher Report app. Make sure you join me for then at 2:45 a.m. if you are awake. Here's Mendy. Towards Dolby. Flicked in towards Dolby. He takes it down and shoots. And there's no one there. It's sort of deflected wide. But Mullin's trying to win it back. It's cleared away by Ilisanmi. He's going to run all the way through to Tozer. Tozer now under control again for Wrexham. He's got Barnett wide. Here is Barnett. Signed from Solihull Moors in the January window. And that's out of play for a Boreham Wood throw. And again, Paul Mullin out of play. Come on, Wrexham. Bloody hold on, lads. Got people watching from America, from Wales, from England, from probably everywhere, to be honest, from Norway. Thank you, miss. Thank you so much, my friend. Trying to get to 1.2k as soon as we can. It's a grind, my friend, but we are on our way. Played out of play off the Boreham Wood player. Thank you, mate. Thank you. $13 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. And to be honest, Wrexham haven't threatened since conceding after just 50 seconds to Endelovu. Ben Foster was lobbed quite easily, to be honest. Have to question more his defence in front of him rather than him, but into Ben Tozer. Tozer. Oh, that's a poor ball. If Lee... Oh, Lee has got there in the end. Here is Elliot Lee. He's very deep. He's going to have to go back to Tozer. He's got O'Connell right. He's got O'Connor left. Tozer. Into Mullin, who's drifted and is played out for a throw-in off Brunt. From the Netherlands. Incredible. Where in the Netherlands, my friend? Mullin's got it under control now anyway. Jones wide into Barnett, who's been a really solid pickup. Really, really solid. Barnett with a cross. That's not a bad one, and it's 1-1. It's brilliant from Barnett. And Elliot Lee is the man for Wrexham to level things up. What a goal that is. And it's all about the cross from Ryan Barnett. Wrexham's first real opportunity since conceding, and a quarter of an hour in, we're level playing again. And Elliot Lee gets his 14th goal of what has been a career-best season in the Vanarama National League. The son of the Newcastle man will make him proud. Wrexham 1, Boreham Wood 1, game on. What a bit of play from Barnett. Right-hand side, chip cross. There is man in there. It's a free header and 3 yards out. It reminds me of sort of what where Diogo Jota missed earlier for Liverpool. Elliot Lee heads in. As easy as that. 1-1. Celebrations across the globe. Celebrations across the globe as Wrexham level things up. From Florida, exceptional. Elliot Lee with the goal for Wrexham, and he has come up trumps. Played wide to O'Connor, who drives forward. Mendy, good turn. O'Connor, and back into the feet of Ben Tozer, who looks for the crossfield ball to Barnett. You can't find him, but it is going to cause Andy Cannon to get there, and Barnett will recover for Wrexham. Barnett looking for Cannon. Will he back heel? No. Well, he will turn and find Barnett again. He's the danger man, and he's been fouled for Wrexham. It's going to be a free kick. Why pay £10 when you can watch it for free right here? Well, not literally, but it's going to be a free kick here for Wrexham in a pretty dangerous position. Mullin and O'Connor are over it. It gave away by Ilisanmi in the Boreham Wood defence. Boreham Wood are a pretty interesting position geographically. They're obviously in North London. I believe Arsenal women play there. But it could. Then what they really need to market on is just make it Arsenal and Tottenham fans' second team. That's the way to market it. Paul Mullin will stand over it. But it's going to be O'Connor. Deflected free kick. It's over for a corner for Wrexham. 17 minutes in. You can be. You can be. You can be, my friend. The best place to be for all your football coverage. Here, right here on the Stonadge channel. I would say so anyway, but I'm biased. Corner for Wrexham now. Dolby is being mauled at the back post. It's punched away by Ashmore. Jones. Back to Barnett. O'Connor. Chipped in towards the back post. Tozer was running off it, but it's headed away well. Now Lee. To Jones. He's lost it. It's going to be a free kick. For me, it didn't look like a foul, but Agbontohoma did give away the free kick. I don't think it was a foul, to be honest, but it was given as one. Oh, great, Liz. At least you're feeling better from COVID. That's good news. Many players in the box. O'Connell, Lee, Dolby, Mullin, all in there. It's whipped in by O'Connor. It's not a bad ball at all. Going to come back for Cannon, who won it, but it's going to be played away now by Ilisanmi. It's rebounded off the body of, I believe it was O'Connell, and it goes out for a goal kick. Honestly, Kazuma, my friend, non-league football and lower league football in England does not get the coverage it deserves. But I think the Championship does. Like, the Championship, I think, is the third most watched league in the world. But even so, like, for me, the Championship is one of the best leagues in the world. Like, I think it's in the top 10 leagues in terms of quality as well. Because there's the most money there, like, and there's a lot of Premier League clubs there. It's hoisted forward towards Paul Mullin. Bush is under pressure. He's going to do really, it's great bit of pressing from Paul Mullin. It really is. And it goes out for a throw-in to Wrexham. Hey, Mike, how we doing? Yeah, it was a good result. Not a great performance, but listen, points mean prizes, my friend, as Brucey once said. Going to be a throw-in for Ben Tozer, who will launch it into the box. Tozer. It's not a bad throw either. It's going to be headed away. Cannon tries to bring it down on the edge of the box. Away by Sousa. In towards Dolby. He's been brought down. It's nothing given by the referee. And here goes Ndlovu onto the right-hand side. Mendy, and he barges. Good bit of play, actually, by Sousa, who was barged. But Dolby was elbowed, actually, but I don't think it was penalty worthy. Not the level of contact. FIFA says that, yeah. I genuinely think it is. A lot of chance here for Wrexham if they can turn properly. Oh, it's a shocker of a touch from Paul Mullin. He's had a real dodgy start to this game. But you just know that if you keep him involved, he will do something. Brought down by Cannon. And now Tozer. It seems that goal, the opening goal, seems to inject a bit of energy into Wrexham. It's like they had to. Like, they can't just walk over Boreham Wood. They're a good side. It just reminded them of that, Wrexham. Here's Tozer, who's had a lot of the ball so far. And has done a lot of these crossfield balls towards Mendy this time. Headed in behind towards Dolby. It's acrobatically cleared by Payne. And it's brought down by Lee. It's a good turn by Lee, the goal scorer. Scored the winner, of course, against Notts County. Here's Mendy. Not a good ball. Mullin has fouled. Wasn't really anticipating it, but yeah, for me, the Championship, absolutely the best in the world. One of the best in the world. One of the best leagues. And there's more and more money coming into it as well. But you still get underdog stories like Luton Town, Coventry City. Two teams who are flirting. Well, not Luton, were non-league. You know, it shows how quickly a team can rise. Luton, who are now third in the Championship, were non-league winners only a decade ago. So who knows where Wrexham could go? They're a bigger club than Luton. Nervous for the match on Wednesday. Who are we playing again? I can't even remember. Honestly, Liverpool. I've honestly not kept up with it half as much because I just not worried too much. Have we got Fulham? Is it Fulham on Wednesday? Hooked away. I'm going to Liverpool v Tottenham on Saturday, by the way, so I won't be doing a watch long for that. But headed away. West Ham away. Oh yeah, I won't be available for that one either, unfortunately. But you will be getting a double header tomorrow if I stay awake for it. So no Liverpool games this week from me. I'm sorry. I'm away for both. I'm sorry about that one, guys. I can get Izzy to do it if you guys want. Get Izzy to do the watch along. Crossfield pass into Elliot Lee. Launched towards Mendy, who's flicked on. Dolby there again, but it's hooked away by Boreham Wood. And it's going to come all the way through again. It's not the greatest of passes, but Foster this time is starting in a good place. Hooked by O'Connor. Chested down. Lee. Where am I at uni? I'm at uni in Cardiff, my friend. At the University of South Wales. Mate, we have to have a full Izzy watch along one day. I'll pay her for it and everything. I have to. Played into Lee. It would be so funny. It would be great. I'm down for that. Pre-season Liverpool game. Chris and Izzy watch along. Yeah, I don't know. I will obviously be doing a watch along of the Wrexham Man United game, but the ticket prices are nuts, aren't they? Lee, that's a poor ball. But the demand is going to be there, you know. for both Man United fans and Wrexham fans now. They've got their own cult over in America now. But it's a chance now for Boreham Wood up the other end. Played into Bush. And not Ndolovu. Ilisanmi plays it now wide. Agbontahoma's forward. That's a good ball. Oh, it's a good interception. O'Connell is barking at his teammates because they're not switched on. Manchester City are in the FA Cup final. They will play one of Brighton or Manchester United, which will be live on this channel tomorrow if I'm awake. A long throw in from Boreham Wood. Headed away. I should be awake. Like, it's 4:30. If I want to go US, go now. It's going to be disarray. I don't really fancy it, to be fair. It's one country in the world. Like, I love some of the people, but I'm just not keen on guns, mate. It's a launch ball forward towards Dolby, but Ashmore does really, really well to look after it. The goalkeeper could pass as either a wide running back for an NFL side or a wide receiver. Sorry, I'm so bad at American things. Or he could definitely pass for a rugby prop. Played in behind. It's got to be an offside flag. It's not. It's crossed in towards Ndolovu again. Tozer gets it away. It's going to go for a throw in, and it's going to be another long throw. Good from Owen O'Connell. Garrard barking his orders at his Boreham Wood team. I think that would showcase the problem, Maverick. Thrown in. It's not a bad one. Headed away. Crossed in by Bontahoma. It's going to be another throw-in. Bush does really, really well. Bush will launch it in for Boreham Wood. 27 minutes on the clock. They ripped up the Hollywood script and gave Boreham Wood a 1-0 lead. Can they do so for the second time after Wrexham put it back on track? It's well taken down, though. It's going to be played back inside. Into Ndolovu. With a really, really strange little turn, but he still got the ball. It's well challenged in the end by O'Connell. It's a good challenge, but it's going to fall back into their sights, and it's not a bad effort. It's over the bar. Over the bar from Brunt. It was a long, long way out. It looked like for just a little brief second, and it was going to curve into Ben Foster's top left corner. It was over the bar by quite a considerable distance, though, looking back on the replay. And Luke Garrett was not happy about it either. Well controlled. Yeah, that's what happens. Unfortunately, I can't stop the ads. I thought that if you get a membership, you get rid of ads, but it's YouTube and YouTube Premium. It's so weird. Mendy's looking to get in behind, but Mullin plays it inside and wide. It's got to be a free kick, and it is. Ilisanmi just almost took him on. he almost took James Jones on. Oh, it's going to get a little bit feisty now. It's going to be a yellow card shown to Brunt for Boreham Wood. Endelovu's not happy. In fact, it was to Payne for Boreham Wood. It's a free kick, and they're going to keep going. Keep moaning here. It's a lot of anger from the Boreham Wood players. The referee is really, really instructing Jack Payne to leave him be. I mean, I'm probably not ever going to go there, so I can't really say much. But it's going to be a free kick for Wrexham anyway. Sam Dolby and Paul Mullin are in the box, as are all of the centre halves. Free kick, cross. Not a bad one. Headed away by Elisanmi in the end. Taken down by Mullin. He goes for the acrobatic. It's not a bad effort. Acrobatic. I think it just hit the... It hit Evans in the face, really. Evans accidentally stood on him. It wasn't any malicious intent. But it's still Wrexham 1, Boreham Wood 1. Going to be launched forward by Ashmore, though. Well won, but it's going to go out of play for another Boreham Wood throw-in. All over Wrexham here. Make sure if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, that like button as well. Agbontohoma will take this throw-in. Towards Endelovu. He misses it. Sousa goes up and challenges. Back into Bush. And Agbontohoma with a good cross. It's a brilliant cross. And that was an opportunity. A big opportunity as well. For Elisanmi at the back post. Big chance for Boreham Wood at the back stick, and it was well marshalled in the end by Owen O'Connell. It was Barnett, in fact, who just saw him out. Thoughts on today's game against Forest? It was a win, my friend. That's about it, to be honest. A win is a win, and that is the way forward. Launch forward. Going back into Ben Foster in the Wrexham goal. Thrown wide to O'Connor now. Looking for players to find. He can't, but Mendy can. Here's Mendy to Lee. Lee. On the turn. He's been fouled. Free kick to Wrexham. Gone past the half-hour mark now. And the game sort of settled down a bit. The craziness of the first 15 minutes has really just settled down into a real tough, non-league, typical battle. The last two games between these two sides finished 1-1, as David so kindly put in the chat earlier. So it's a familiar score between these two sides. Launched forward by O'Connor towards Dolby on the turn, but... It's going to go all the way through for a goal kick. Mullin's not happy about it, though. A lot of people are fuming about Boreham Wood. A lot of people are angry. A lot of people are angry that they're being a little bit aggressive. But for me, it's just the National League. It's the way it is. Headed away, and it's going to be a throw into Boreham Wood once more. This is the National League, man. I love it. Yeah, one more match, Bobby. But a win today for Wrexham guarantees promotion. Charged forward by Elliot Lee. In behind for Mullin, who shoots towards the near post. It's an easy save in the end for Ashmore in the Boreham Wood goal. Stop beefing in the chat, lads. Here's Agbontahoma into Bush and Delovu. Now Sousa with the ball. A good one as well across to Willis Sandme, who is a bit of an unnatural left back, but he's beaten the man. He's crossed in towards Foster's near post, but Foster did really, really well. Good from Ben Foster. And he clears forward. Exactly, Bobby. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. But it will make it very interesting if Wrexham don't win today. If they do win, they lift that National League trophy. If they don't, they have to win. They have to win against Torquay because Notts County look like they could win any game from any point. It's the same with Wrexham, to be honest. They're both exceptional teams. Now Mendy. Still Mendy. Gets the chip cross in towards Dolby. Mendy again. It's a good challenge in the end from Bush, and it's going to be a corner, is it? The referee signalled for a corner. The players from Boreham Wood are not too happy about it. But it is going to be a corner. Bush is absolutely livid about it. Still Wrexham 1, Boreham Wood 1. And as I say, subscribe, baby. The best place to be for all your football watch-alongs. Crossed in, and he's going to come all the way through, and it nearly rebounds to another Wrexham body, but unfortunately it doesn't. And Lee now finds O'Connor. It's well challenged by Bush. It's a good challenge by O'Connor again. It's going to be a throw-in now. Eight minutes till half-time here now. Wrexham needing to win today to win promotion to League 2 for the first time in 15 years. A loss, though, or a draw, and it takes it down to the final day. Josh would be shocked. Well, you never know. Boreham would have threatened elsewhere as well. But the options that Wrexham have and the opportunities they always create in late on in games. They're always in games, aren't they? Always in games. Going to be thrown in now. Played forward. It's a good turn. It's a really good turn. From Barnett into Mullin. If you brought down, that's not a penalty for me. It's a brilliant challenge from Payne, I think. It looks like a head injury. It was, in fact, it was Broadbent with the challenge. Oof. Pain. Ouch. Is it still Wrexham's hands if they don't win it today on the final day of the season? Yeah, if they win, they will. Whatever happens today, if they win on the final day of the season, they end up winning. But at the same time, that is a humongous amount of pressure, and they're going away. They are going away to Torquay on the final day. Whatever happens, it could be a celebration for either way, or it could be a real depression session. Oh, Man City Arsenal. Oh, it's so huge. I can't miss the West Ham Liverpool game. But I really want to watch the Man City Arsenal game, lads. Because I've agreed to go out with some friends that evening. See you in a bit, Maverick, my friend. See you in a bit. So the good thing about the YouTube memberships here on this channel is every month you come up and become a member, you get a little different badge until you've been a member for a year, and then you get a gold badge. Now that's pretty sick. We're also in the works after my university. I'm gonna really crack down on Discord and on channel emojis as well, which will be able to be used. Which I want some suggestions for you guys, from you guys as well. For that. Liverpool lose to West Ham, go watch Arsenal crumble. True, we could lose to West Ham, genuinely. And it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me one bit if Liverpool lost to West Ham. However, if we do win, is there a chance of Liverpool getting top 4, lads? I don't think there is. And I don't want to speculate on it. But it shows, right, that even if we'd won any of the games against Bournemouth or Brentford or Brighton, teams begin with B, we clearly can't beat, can we? Then we'd have been right in the race. Even showcasing even how bad we've been. We'd still be in the race. Bontahoma with the throw-in for Wrexham, though. 3 minutes left of this half. Well won by Ndolovu and hooked away. And to be fair, I'd be keen on Europa League. Dublin final 2024. I am going to get hammered. We are at the London Stadium, Falafel, if that's what you're referring to. Chipped in towards Ndolovu, headed away. Hey, Lucas, how are we doing? I'm doing very well, my friend. The game has been to and fro, and Boreham Wood at the moment are having the better of this. Oh, it's a brilliant ball in behind. Bontahoma just couldn't quite reach it. And it's going to go out of play for a goal kick for Mr. Ben Foster. Friggin' legend of the game, shall we say? Falafel, petition for them to change it to that name. I think that will get a lot of signatures. I think the Temple of Dildo is a lot more threatening than the London Stadium. What an exceptional comment. Hoisted forward towards Mendy, but it's going to go over his head. Amir Ali's in the chat. How are we, mate? Good to see you. 4-0 to Dortmund. They are going to go top of the Bundesliga by a point. They go to 60 points, I believe. With 5 games to go in the Bundesliga. It looks like Union Berlin are probably going to get Champions League as well, which is absolutely amazing. What a story that is. Schalke looking like, and Hertha Berlin looking like they're getting relegated, which is crazy. Hoisted forward. So Hertha getting relegated and Union getting Champions League. If you'd have said that 5 years ago to Union fans, they'd have been absolutely gobsmacked by it. It's gone out and it looks like a double head injury here for Bush and for Dolby, I believe. It is. They're both getting head examined here. The concussion. They called out for it straight away for the head examinations. Hey, if Bellingham wins at Dortmund, maybe he wants to stay for another year and then make a move, eh? Maybe. It's a shame as well today that Rochdale have now been relegated from the Football League, a club who have been a part of it for a long, long time. Which now means that, unfortunately, they fall down into the National League. But they're staying at professional level. Go 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half, brought down by Dolby. Good challenge that by Jones. And now O'Connor for Wrexham. In behind towards Mendy is well seen out by Bush in the end. The Stonadge room will have to say, yeah, literally. Maybe, stay for another season. I want to see tweets coming out from like the transfer room and Anfield Edition and Anfield Talk saying Jude Bellingham to stay at Liverpool, to stay at Dortmund to then join Liverpool in 2024. In brackets at Chris Stonadge. Anyway, it's a throw-in. And there is 10 seconds left of additional time at the end of this first half. And it is going to be launched in, is it? No, it's not. Thought it might have been an opportunity for Bush to throw in, but it's not going to be. Hello, halftime show. Let's start a rumour, lads. Let's start a rumour. Bellingham to join Liverpool in 2024. Let's do it. Going to be thrown in once more now by Agbonta. Flicked on. Is he going to fall for a Boreham Wood body? It's not. It's going to be a free kick. And I think that will be the end of the half. It's been an intriguing one. I have to say, it's been since the 15th minute, I have to say it's been a bit dull. I can't lie, but the first 15 minutes were right on. Wrexham did equalise after going behind to Endelovu's chip over Ben Foster. And then, of course, Elliot Lee's header from just 6 yards out gave Wrexham the equaliser. They've got 45 minutes to get promotion today. If they don't, Notts County will have a chance to pip them to the posts and become the champions of the National League. At half-time here, it's Wrexham 1, Boreham Wood 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are new to the channel, we have a tradition here now, a recent tradition that we formed, where my girlfriend comes on and talks for a bit. Do you want to come on? Come on then. I think she's starting to like it, to be fair. She might start streaming herself.
No, more the creative side. I realise I can't wear this. Can I wear that?
That's probably too green, bro. She's wearing green, so she can't. That'll be a bit weird. That is going to be so big on you, I was going to say. Probably best not to use that. Yeah. So, Wrexham are unfortunately going to be level. Oh my goodness. Level at half time, but we're all supporting them today. Well, a lot of us are. Izzy's wearing a Liverpool kit. Right, I'm going to reverse. And
wearing green.
There you go. Welcome to the House of Fun. Let's have a look. Oof. If you've got any questions, you've got any questions at half time for Izzy, whose head's getting chopped off currently, but
there you go. I just crouched. I'm small. My nose is very red. I'm gonna put the heating on.
No,
it's raining.
It's not.
It's cold.
Bro. Don't put the heating on. It's cost of living crisis.
Oh, look. My mug. I'm not
Your mug just goes weird, man. Your mug's weird. But there we are. What do you think of the game so far? That you've not watched.
I've not been watching. I mean,
What do you think?
please, Wrexham win.
They might win, but it's 1-1 right now.
Well, your prediction out the window though.
I said 1-0. So, unfortunately, if the other team scores, then it would automatically go out the window. But sometimes I can look like a genius, and other times not.
Sometimes not.
Most of the time, not. Come on, Wrexham, says Lee Christian Andrews. And thoughts on the game so far? Let me know in your comments at half-time. Let's get some questions in for Izzy as well, because we need some Izzy time to keep our views up, because people like women.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Hi, David. Hello again. Been busy doing chores.
Yeah.
Some boring.
Izzy's tidied part of my room up, even though I say my room, she basically lives here.
Yeah, but we're sharing a room in a couple of months anyway.
Yeah, but she basically lives in this room. What else have you been doing? Anything?
Washing. I'm going to do some washing.
Done some washing. Wow, we're so exciting.
I know. Peak adulting over here.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But yeah, what do you think of the Liverpool game earlier? W? Good W?
Stressful. It's the one that when literally skimmed the top of the net.
Yeah, that was stressful, wasn't it?
You had your back turned. I was like,
Huge stress, but Liverpool got the dub through, didn't we? We did. And it was huge.
It's nice to see Diaz playing again.
And Diaz is back, which is huge for Liverpool. Not so great for everyone else, but it is the way it is.
Bills, indeed.
That's just the way it is.
He's got nice freckles.
Yeah, but do you want to see a picture of Boreham's keeper? He's absolutely built like a brick shit house.
I heard you say it, but I didn't know who you were talking about. I just heard, built, shit house, and I was like, what? Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely look at him.
Jesus.
He's huge.
He's straining against that shirt.
He's absolutely large.
It's the PSG colours, that one. Oh, sorry. Hot.
And that can't help you as a goalkeeper, surely, because if you're that built, you can't be that agile.
Your arms can't be.
Gotta get in the way, surely.
Diddy arms T-Rex.
So like Jordan Pickford.
I don't like Pickford though.
Ew. Yeah, but he is built. He's absolutely built.
Doesn't mean I like him.
Get your questions in for Izzy, guys. I need to...
Limited time only.
Limited time only. For a woman on the channel, lads. Come on. You usually get stuck with my face. But luckily you are a little bit better looking than I am.
I just saw the delay on me doing my T-Rex.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are at half-time. It is 1-1. It is level. If Wrexham win today, we obviously know someone who's from Wrexham as well. We know how excited he will be about this. But if they do win today, they are promoted. So it'll be huge for the city, or as they like to call it, a town. It is officially a city.
Didn't the Queen name it a city before she died or something?
No, the King did.
No, I swear it was the Queen.
No, the King.
Was it the King?
Yeah.
I swear it was the Queen.
I don't think so. It was a royal consort anyway. Yeah, Wrexham 1-1. We'll take the W through. Are you Googling it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to
you want to be proven wrong or right.
When did Wrexham
become a city? It is a city now, even though their nickname is the town, basically.
Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
Oh. The Queen did do it.
Thanks, Liz.
Not Liz Golden.
No.
Liz.
But we do appreciate Liz Golden. We appreciate everyone.
Liz is the real queen.
Yes. Mama Liz.
Liz Golden's the real queen, and David's the god. The goat.
Have you found out who the subs went to?
No, not yet. It'll go to just random subs. Thingies. It's so weird.
Do you want a hot chocolate?
I would love a cup of tea if you're making one.
Decaf or
normal. Domestic on live stream. Not domestic abuse. If it would be any way, it would be this way. She's got a vicious slap on her.
I've got pointy elbows.
You do. And she's got really, really pointy elbows.
Oh, back on the beach.
Yeah. Your head's been cut off. It's so funny.
I know. At least it's not green.
Yeah, it's not green. You're not bald. There you are, look.
It's a me.
It's you. Live.
I have a show. You can't see though.
No.
Wait. It's not wearing too bad.
It would have been fine, actually. But, oh well.
Oh well. Too late now.
She's now at Liverpool. That's one of my older shirts.
How old's this one?
This is 2015, 16 Liverpool kit.
Don't mind it. Is there a name on the back? Or did you?
There's no name on the back. But it's one I bought when I was 14 and it still fits me.
No.
It's because it's stretched. Because I'm a bit fatter now than I was then.
Well, you had growth spurt as well.
Yeah, a bit fatter and a bit taller. Izzy, thoughts on Paul Mullen?
I know the name. Why do I know the name?
Because he plays for Wrexham.
Oh, do we like him?
He's very good at football.
Okay, we like him then. Yes, good.
That's Paul Mullen. He had F the Tories on his boots.
That one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
We like him.
We're trying not to be biased here, but...
Well, yeah, obviously no politics
I
in
think
streams.
this probably impacts my political leaning. Not saying anything.
Go on, Wrexham. Geordie Truth. I'm a Wrexham fan after watching the Disney doc. Well, I think that's a lot of people are.
Oh, someone on the Falklands got it. Oh.
It's not exactly a high... I think there's a lot of people who are the same, you know. Like, and that's why I think these streams are so popular and why a lot of people are interested is because of the Disney doc. It's just football, man. It could have happened to any other team, but I think Ryan and Rob picked the perfect team. The perfect team. Because of the history, because of the location.
History.
The history of the place.
It's being a very old club, yeah.
The international stadium. There's so many clubs are the same. Who does my girlfriend prefer to win, Man City or Real Madrid?
Madrid.
Say it louder.
Real Madrid.
Good. Good.
They'll be disowned.
How can anyone want Man City to win anything?
I don't mind. Some of the players are kind of a bit fun. Mainly Jack Grealish.
You-
Foden, I don't like.
She doesn't like
really
Foden.
strong dislike to Foden, but he's both been off injured, which I feel bad for. But at the same time, no.
Yeah.
And obviously, Haaland's just on something.
Haaland's just unbelievable.
Oh, I saw an article about him the other day saying that he has these. His dad has cows and he supplies milk, and then Haaland has blended up spinach and kale or something with them as well.
Right. Fairs.
Amazing.
Haaland's a physical specimen as well. Manual labour.
Aye.
Manual labour. That's a really, really beige name,
There
but
we are.
I rate it.
Sexiest man alive at Wrexham today as well.
Who's that?
Paul Rudd. He got voted a sexiest man alive.
He is pretty fit, to be fair.
I haven't seen that man though, so.
Not necessarily a Wrexham fan here, just proud of their performance. Gotta love good football. I am, however, an Arsenal fan, and that's where I'm going to leave it, lol. Mate, don't be ashamed. Seriously, I'm a Liverpool fan, right? Coming second to Man City is technically a dub. Because they are cheating. So,
How are they cheating?
because they oil money, bruv.
Oh, in that sense.
It's not allowed.
Is it not?
No.
Oh.
They can't have, they have to, there's a lot of teams that are the same.
Hey, Amaradi.
A lot of teams are the same, but they are abusing football fair play, financial fair play. Yeah, don't be afraid. If I'm an Arsenal fan, I leave this season with immense pride, you know. Immense pride.
Amaradi has the idea. How's that not a mod or anything?
Because we got rid of loads of mods.
Oh, you did Cole, didn't you?
I did Carl, but not because anyone's bad. I just did it by alphabetical order.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But I am going to make Amir a mod again, because I feel nice. And he's just said a very, very good message.
What's a managing mod?
Managing mod is David, man.
The god.
David is the king mod.
King.
King Boo! King Boo.
That was a good film. Should we go see it again?
No, we're not going to watch Mario again. Thoughts, guys, on the Super Mario Brothers movie, if you have seen it.
We were talking about it the other day, sorry, if that.
You smashed that. For just a
Sorry. We was on to a friend about it yesterday, Sam.
Yeah.
And he hasn't seen it yet, but his co-worker was saying that the reason the star feels the way it is because they turn into portals if they die. And that's why it's suicidal. Sorry, triggering subject. But that's why it feels that way. Because it wants to turn into a portal, which is the point of the star.
Oh. Thank you, Lucas.
I said nothing.
No spoil. We're not saying anything, but we're just saying it bangs.
One of the songs in a certain scene is a good song. That
Well, no, everyone knows the Peaches song.
No, not that one. But that is a good song. Nominated for an Oscar. I meant the
The what?
racing song.
I can't remember it.
AC/DC, I think it was.
Yeah, but it bangs. I rate it a lot.
Very good. Worst part. Worst part.
To be fair, I'm not a massive Seth Rogen fan. I can't lie. As an actor,
You liked him in something we watched.
nah, he was He was okay in what was that bloody film called?
I can't remember. That's the thing.
The thing that Steven Spielberg. What was he called?
Oh,
Fablemans.
Fablemans.
He was okay in that, but I'm not a massive fan of his, being honest. But
Yeah.
me and my mum are gonna watch it next week. Well, enjoy. I hope you and Mrs. Labor watch it. Yeah, we're both getting ill, bruv.
This is hot chocolate went down the road.
Okay. Report from Germany.
That's the one, Lucas.
Bellingham is closer to joining Madrid than Liverpool. Doesn't surprise me. They don't need him, though. They've got enough good midfielders. But Real Madrid will always be there. Real Madrid will always be up there. Like, they are elite club. Man City are plastic. I heard it was good, but never saw it. It's just like a feel-good film, isn't it? Like,
it was fun. It was only like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
there was only one kid in the cinema.
It was so fun. It was all adults in the cinema as well.
I think that's the thing. Like, I don't know who they're trying to target because, like, I feel like the Switch is the kids' generation's console.
No, like Mario's like completely like cross generations. Like,
oh, Anderson's back.
Fairs. Hey Anderson, how we doing? It's probably not safe, but at least you got Brighton.
Wait, what? It is.
How you supports Man United? MUFC.
Yeah.
Kai Soto says he wants to play for Real Madrid. Oh, why, man? Like, I know they're the biggest club in the world and that, but just go away. Like, they don't need everyone. I want to play for Real Madrid, actually. Can I play for Real Madrid? I reckon I'd be good.
Your running's a bit funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, but it's intriguing. It's like when Haaland runs, or Sterling. Have you seen Sterling run? He looks like a little dinosaur. Look. His bum wiggles.
It's like a Yoshi.
Like a Yoshi, yeah. Hey, Nightmare to the AM. Good to see you. As always. I don't know if I've seen you before, but good to see you anyway.
Welcome.
If not. Welcome to the house of fun. How are we doing? Subscribers today. How many have we gained today? Let's have a lookie.
How many have I?
Lookie. We got 3 more today. So, subscribe for more women.
Nice.
Subscribe.
Yeah, it came out about 2 weeks ago. Manual labour, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Am I right?
Oh, don't mention Henderson, man.
Oh.
Anyway.
Bye.
Izzy's gone. We're back. We're back for Just Men here. Sausage Party. That's a good film as well.
I'm pretty sure Seth Rogen produced that.
Did he? Anyway, we're back out for the second half here between Wrexham and Boreham Wood. The guys are saying that we want to see an all Izzy watch along one day. Where Izzy does it.
Oh, he's Frank. Is that the main character?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth Rogen plays it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Flicked on towards Mullin. There's no changes at half time.
Oh, and it was story by him as well. Him and Jonah Hill.
And it is a free kick to Wrexham within their own half. They'll be hoping to get a good start to this second half. The Dragons. Red Dragons. Gary. There's a guy called Gary. It would be an extreme success for Boreham Wood today if they spoilt the party. It may not mean much overall when it comes to their league season. They're pretty much guaranteed to get into the playoffs. They've got 3 games left rather than 1 after this. Sorry, they've got 2 games left. 3 games left, including this one. Headed forward. Flicked back in by Dolby and well intercepted. And it's gone out of play for a Wrexham throw-in. Will a Hollywood script be written this afternoon? Going to be punted into the box by Boreham Wood. Do people think that Arsenal have bottled the league? They haven't bottled it, mate. Like, they're playing so well. I just because they've lost it doesn't mean they've bottled it. Just Man City just keep winning. I have so much respect for Arsenal this season. I think they've been exceptional. But in technical terms, yes. Man City will probably not lose a game. Going to be cleared forward by Ashmore and all the way through to Bush. He's lost it though to Jones. Barnett now for Wrexham. Cleared in behind towards Mullin. It's well intercepted by Evans, and I think he'll look to put it out of play, will he? No. He holds Dolby off. He's still holding Dolby off. He gets it played away this time now into Elisanmi. Really well done by Boreham Wood, but that isn't the greatest of balls. And Jacob Mendy's picked it up now. Mendy. There was, yeah, he got in trouble for things doing with women. No. Back to Jacob Mendy. You can keep it on if you want. Still Jacob Mendy, still. Looking to get a cross in. It's gone all the way through and cleared and hoisted away. It's going to spin itself out, I think, for a Wrexham throw-in. And that means Ben Tozer is going to make his way forward. Ben Tozer will launch it in. It's Tozer time. Thrown in. It's a good ball. Headed by O'Connor over the bar. Didn't really get the leverage on that header. And Tozer is frustrated. Now, Tottenham bottled it even more because they bottled even coming second. I don't think you can get 90 plus points in a season, which they're projected to do, and bottle a league. Like, it's a throw into Boreham Wood. Like, I don't like the phrase, if I'm being honest. I think there's certain phrases, right, for modern football, and what that one in specific nature is what I really despise. 90 points. 90 points. Like, it's incredible. Hey, King Kenny. How Wrexham looking? They're looking okay, but Boreham Wood look the more likely at the moment to get their side ahead again. Of course, Notts County took the lead. Wrexham levelled, then went ahead. Here's Foster. Goes for a throw. It's not particularly great, that one. Would I say Liverpool bottled it last season? Absolutely not. No chance. Hey, Jackie, how we doing, my friend? Good to see you. I'm going to try not to say anything about Celtic today. Going to be thrown in by Bush. Yeah, Liverpool absolutely did not bottle anything. Like, they got 91 points and got to a Champions League final. Absolutely battered Real Madrid. Courtois had the game of his life. That's not bottling it. Falafel, I think I want to add 2 words onto the end of your comment there. I want to say we can't defend throw-ins. We were just so bad. It's like we never defended one before in our lives. Everything they had came from their long throws. It's launched in. Talking of long throws, it's going to come all the way through and hoisted away by Elliot Lee. And Mullin is battling for it. Back for Bush. And now hoisted forward once again by Boreham Wood. Foster clears the way and will roll out to Ben Tozer. Here's O'Connell for Wrexham. Still. Into Barnett. And now O'Connell. and wide. Looking for Mullin. Mullin does well. Mullin's driving into the box. Mullin with the shot! Oh, yes! Paul Mullin! So many people were saying he was the man. And he has got inside and picked out the top right corner. Wow! What a goal by Paul Mullin. I don't think you can get much better than that. The race course has erupted. And he is the man that may have just earned Wrexham promotion tonight. What a goal by Mullin. Individualism. That's what I said. Even though he was having a poor game in the first half, don't ever count Paul Mullin out. He cuts inside, he wins the ball, wrestles past 2 Boreham Wood defenders and picks out the top right corner. It's just brilliant from Paul Mullin. It really is. The match winner. He always seems to be. And he picks out an absolutely wonderful finish. You can't get much better than that. Seriously, individual brilliance from Mullin. So much has been made of this Wrexham team. But I tell you what, there's one star individual. We all know it. And that is that man, Paul Mullin. Playing the leading role in this Wrexham promotion charge. And headed back into Ben Foster. Wow, Paul Mullin. What a strike that was. Paul Mullin, wow. Now Barnett on this right-hand side. Can Wrexham hit them with the 1-2? And it's ran out of play in the end by Ryan Barnett. And it is a goal kick for Boreham Wood. We're only 54 minutes in. We've got 35 minutes left in this game, ladies and gentlemen. So to put those seatbelts on. This is going to be one marathon. And these 35 minutes, if Wrexham don't score another one, are going to feel like the longest 35 minutes of their season. But what a strike by Mullin. Exceptional. It really is. If it wasn't for Macca Langstaff this season, he'd be by far and away the top scorer in the National League. But that is his 37th goal of the season and his 46th in all competitions, taking him up to 78 in just 2 seasons for Wrexham so far. That is an average of 39 goals per season. We're talking Harden levels at non-league. Brought down brilliantly by Mullin. He's got Dolby ahead of him. Dolby. In behind for Cannon. And it's going to be a throw into Wrexham. It's got to be a throw in. And we all know what that means. Toes of time. How good is Mullin if you rate him? I would say top League One, bottom championship. Yeah, he has never played in League One, like, on a regular basis. So, I would say that. Top League One, bottom championship at the moment. But confidence does so much to strikers. Paul Mullin scored, Calstagram. An absolutely incredible strike, Andreas. Paul Mullin with it. Toes has launched it in. And it's cleared away. Individual, fantastic, brilliant from Paul Mullin. It really, really was. Headed inside. And that's hit the hand of Mullin, I think. But they're still appealing for it, Boreham. And O'Connor is on his way through. Going to come back to Mullin. And it's seen out for a goal kick for Boreham Wood. Wow, wow, wow. Wrexham 2, Boreham Wood 1 here. The Wrexham fans are in jubilant mood. This could be the day that they get promoted to League 2 for the first time in a decade and a half. It's going to be launched forward, though, by Ashmore. And Boreham Wood will do anything themselves to spoil the party tonight. Held up by Mullin. And now on this left-hand side runs Lee, who turns. Cannon. Looking for options. Now Jones. Into Barnett. Back to Jones. Mullin, who's deep. Lee. Looking to take his man on. Mendy's inside the area. He tries to find him. Can Mendy turn in there? No, he can't. It's really well defended by Broadbent and cleared away. O'Connor. Lee. Back to O'Connor. That's a good ball. Held up by Dolby, and it's a chance for Wrexham. Brought down, it's a chance. Goal! Oh, it's offside. It's offside. I don't know who it's against. I want to see this. Oh, it's so tight. Obviously no VAR at this level. It was a good fit. It was good from Elliot Lee. It really was. So, at the moment, Wrexham's still the only 2-1. I thought it was 3. Didn't come through, though, for Wrexham. The offside flag, it would have been very, very tight, and I think would have gone to VAR in the Premier League and would have been extremely close, but I think the linesman just got it right at this occasion. Broadbent's down holding his head again. That's not good news. Not good news for Broadbent. Leeds elbow just went through the back of his head there. He's back up though. Make sure if you haven't already hit that subscribe button. It means a lot most to us. We're going to try and get to 1.2k as soon as we can. We're on the rise for next season. It's a good turn. We're going to be streaming all the time throughout the summer. Loads of news shows, loads of panel shows as well. No foul, surely. It's given against Wrexham. I don't think he should have been there, really. Bush earns the foul. Elliot Lee's still down. In fact, it was Owen O'Connell, not Elliot Lee, who was so far forward. So many streams coming up this year, this season, this summer. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, my friend. I really, really do. And we aim to appeal to sort of everyone. Appeal to everyone. Like it's just a really, really chill place to be. So if you want to stick around, please do. And also, it's usually a lot more intimate than this. Like we usually have about 20 people in the chat, and I can respond to pretty much every comment as well. Flicked on and cleared away. Thank you, mate. Women's World Cup, absolutely falafel, yeah. Is that this week? Is that this year? I didn't even know. See, that's awful of me, really. I should know. I do want to follow women's football more. Go Wrexham from West Ham fan. You'll be a happy man, Mike, after Thursday's massive win over Ghent. Thank you, Calstar. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, mate. Paul Rudd is a beautiful man, isn't he? Wow. Oof. Beautiful. Anyway, Paul Martin. Crossed in, and it's going to be cleared away. It's on the turn and going to be a free kick to Boreham Wood. Just past the hour mark now. Just did a neat DNA test. Turns out I'm 5% Welsh on your mum's side. Oh, there you go. Hoofed away. It's going to come back into Elliot Lee. James Jones has been intercepted, though. Challenge on Tozer. There's no foul here. Here's Ilisanmi for Boreham Wood. Still Ilisanmi. Onto this right-hand side. Still. Played. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Going to be hooked in towards Ndlovu, and Ben Foster had to just get there first. Ben Foster. He was onside as well. It's a really, really good piece of goalkeeping. Just got there. Now onto the side, and it's going to be a Wrexham AFC long throw. 20th July to 20th of August in Australia and New Zealand. That will mean it's going to be a weird time. They're like 12 hours apart, isn't it? I could do the late games, I suppose. Going to be a long throw-in. They just sub because why not, lol? Exactly. Best place to be. Launched in. Flicked on by O'Connell, but it's picked up by Ashmore. And Boreham Wood will look to counter-attack here. That's a good ball. It's a really good ball, that. Bush. Looks to take his man on, but it's well challenged by Jones. Certainly do need a third, John. I do agree. Because Boreham Wood look dangerous on the counter-attack. Yes, my friend, Manuel Labour, I am. And it's going to be live on the Bleacher Report app. So if you do want to download the Bleacher Report app, you can watch the Garcia v Tank fight. So I'll be doing a watch along over on the Bleacher Report app for that. If you do want to join me, please do. It would mean the world to see some of you in there. It's a late one, 2:45 a.m. But if any of you are awake, please feel free to come along, and I'll give you a massive shout outs as well. I've become a lot more of a boxing fan through the influencer boxing. Like, it's weird. I feel like a bit of a plastic, but at the same time, I really, really enjoy like normal boxing fights now. Especially when you learn the stories of Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Yeah, man. In fact, I'll it's going to be like a little watch party thing. It's really, really cool, so I'm looking forward to it. Chipped in behind. And it's gone out of play for a goal kick for Boreham Wood. What's the plan if Wrexham get promoted? Like, which players they letting go and keeping, the coach staying? Maverick, that's a good question, and that will all be solved in the summer, my man. But I think they will certainly invest in the team. But they are, at the moment, have plans to build the Kop end. So at the moment, they've only got 3 sides to their stand. They're building the Kop end up. So they'll have a 4-sided stadium. And yeah, there will be a lot of investment in the team. But I think a lot of these players will definitely be around come next season. But I think that a lot of the squad will be beefed out more than anything. Because once you get past the sort of first 13 or 14 of this Wrexham team, it's not as promising as maybe one would think. They've been able to bring players in like Ben Foster, for example, who's been huge for them. It's crossed in towards Mullin, and it's going to go all over the top, and it's going to be a corner to Wrexham, headed behind by Bush. Certainly is, man. Certainly is. So they'll probably bring in, about 9-10 players, and then they'll probably let go a lot of their squad. But that's what you need at League 2 level, is a big squad, because you've got the Papa John's Trophy as well, plus the Carabao Cup to contend with. So there's more football than there is in the National League. Lee plays it short. It was a bit of a hospital pass, really, to James Jones, and it's well away by Bush, who is absolutely everywhere, by the way. It's hard to tell whether he's playing left wing back or left wing or left back, really. Yeah, Maverick, I think they are doing that, my friend. So, it is also council paid, I believe. But it has been kept in by a lot of... it has been financed a lot by the Reynolds and McElhenney pair. Will they keep Paul Mullin? I very much expect so, my friend. Unless someone comes in and pays £1 million for him. Or more, which I think could happen. Like, if a championship club was interested, I think Wrexham may listen, but he's so crucial for them. Like, maybe not $1 million, maybe like 2 or 3 million, actually. It's in Delovu, in behind, and he's come out with it. It's well blocked in the end. Jones clears away. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how they go from here. So obviously the first promotion is the first step. Transfer market-wise, they'll be busy, and I think they'll bring in players from sort of League 1 level to come play at League 2. And also a few veterans as well. Hal Robson-Kanu, former Welsh international, has said that he will come and play. Maybe some people think he may not be the standard, but he was playing Premier League football just 3 years ago. I think Robson-Kanu would be a brilliant addition. Is Mullin 25 under? No, he's 27, 28, I think. Yeah, they should be keeping the coach, Maverick, with that high level of success. With that high level of success, they will. They definitely will do. If they don't get promoted, that's the thing. Will Fozzie say it? Now that I don't know. I really, really don't know that. For me, I don't think he will. I think he's got far too much going on now to have a full-time contract in in League 2. But listen, it's possible. It's possible, I think, with this whole story. I think if they can convince Foster to stay, that'll be a huge, huge W for them. A substitution for Boreham Wood anyway. They brought on a sub. And hey, Alex in the chat as well. Good to see you, my friend. As always. As always. It's going to be a shot, is it? It's a bit of a scuffed one. Yeah, if they win today, they are promoted. If they do lose or draw, and they win in the next match day, which is the final one, then they will, of course, get promoted as well. But Notts County, these two teams have beaten the record for points in the top 5 leagues ever. So both of these teams have beaten the record. That's how good they both are. The fact they're both in this league. Incredible. Like that, people don't realize they have got record points totals for like the top 5 leagues ever. Wrexham definitely have. I think Notts County have equalled it. It's a chance here for Wrexham, and I think it's... Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, what a finish. And that is game, set, and match. Paul Mullin. He's done it again. And that is the difference. That is the difference. That is the difference of having a League 1 quality striker in the National League. You give him a chance. You give him another chance. He will score for you. Wrexham are League 2. They are League 2 now. It's 3-1. And Paul Mullin on his left foot this time was given the opportunity. He turned and he beat Evans really, really well. He didn't know which way he was going. He went for the far post. Ashmore could do no more. And Paul Mullin has given Wrexham surely the promotion opportunity that they have craved since Reynolds and McElhenney have taken over. Call it a Hollywood story. That's what it is. Phil Parkinson looks to the skies. He knows this isn't over yet, but I think a lot of these fans in the stadium at the racecourse think it may well be. Paul Mullin again. And he'll be playing for a hat-trick here. But those are two absolutely wonderful goals from Mullin. It really is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful goals. And Foster is barged, but he does so well. There will be highlights of this stream, of course, released afterwards as well. Paul Mullin once again, Andreas, yep. A player loved at many a club, especially Cambridge United. He actually helped Cambridge to promotion from League 2 with a record-breaking League 2 season as well. If they do that again, they can be in the Championship in like 5 seasons. They can be in the Championship in 2 seasons if they get consecutive promotions from League 2 to League 1. But it's a hard thing to do. I think they'll get promoted next season from League 2, genuinely. I think they will do. But League 1 is a different level for me. But you just never know. You just never know. If they get momentum, it's like Luton. Luton are currently 3rd in the Championship. They were non-league a decade ago. And this club is not just from the history of the last 2 years. This club has been built on history. With the oldest international ground in world football. They are very, very close to making it a Football League ground once again. For the first time in 15 years. It's out of play for a throw-in now to Wrexham. We will be staying live as well for the trophy lift. We will be live for that as well. And then the highlights will be released. Oh, come on. It's into Jacob Mendy. Played inside. Mullin brings it down. Yeah, Phil Parkinson, great man. And also led Bradford City to a League Cup final back in 2013. An incredible achievement that was then. And it's not quite as big of an underdog story this time around, but certainly they're running the FA Cup. They'll be looking to have a run in the Carabao Cup next season as well, I'm sure. As David says, subscribe, hit the like button, join the family. It's the best place to be for all your football content. Unadulterated content. All the time, pumping at you. Josh, hello my friend. It's a turn. Yeah, so Maverick, Wrexham, even though they're playing in the 5th tier, even if they're playing in the 5th tier of English football, they were getting 8,000 even without the Hollywood owners. They're now getting 10,000. And when they add the ground stuff, they will definitely fill out the ground easily. Amy Pointillo memories. Oh man, we remember that, Josh, when you subscribed to me on about 30 accounts and it got removed straight away. Elite memories, man. Blondage was loving it. January 1st, that was, my friends. 22nd of April now. And we're doing all right. On comes Rees for Payne. For Boreham Wood. 15 minutes to go. They still can spoil this party. And with a goal now, they've got a free kick in a pretty dangerous area to cross into. It would make things a little bit hairy. Has to be said. And I sort of want them to do it. Part of me wants them to do it. Crossed in. Headed across. It wasn't a bad effort from Evans, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick for Wrexham now. Where has the year gone? Exactly. And especially when you stream every day, it sort of all blends into one. Well, I don't stream every day. That's a complete lie. I usually have 2 days off a week. But, like that day, I think we may have a double header tomorrow, if I'm awake. I'll definitely have one of the semi-final. It'll either be both Newcastle Spurs and Man United Brighton, or just Man United Brighton. I'll probably aim. I'm aiming for it, but I will be there. And now here they go again, Wrexham. Oh, it's out for a corner this time. Yeah, Falafel. That's my least favorite time of the season is the transfer window. But we're going to do loads of transfer content. Honestly, I think I am much more of a genuine I watch the game football fan. The off-field antics aren't attractive to me. Oh, it nearly is an own goal. The off-field stuff just doesn't attract me as much. I don't know. It's just not the same as a game. Nearly goes into the far post. Hi, Kate. How are we doing? Paul Mullins, your favourite player? Well, you'll be very happy today. 2 goals. Surprised if they keep him. I think Wrexham have the capability to keep him, definitely. But it's whether a club comes in for him. Crossed in by O'Connor this time. Towards the back post. Oh, and it's just off the side netting by Paul Mullin. He nearly got himself a hat-trick. He'll certainly be hat-trick hunting, Mullin. He still probably thinks he's got a chance to get past Maka Langstaff in the National League scoring charts. What a season Macaulay Langstaff has had, by the way. 41 goals in 43 games. Paul Mullin now up to 37. If he gets another one, all he needs is a hat-trick on the final day, and he goes level with him. I say that as all he needs. Here comes Danny Newton now. Here's an interesting fact about him. So a long time ago, you will remember on Sky Sports, there was a V9 Academy, which was run by Jamie Vardy. And Danny Newton, it was to look for the next Jamie Vardy, basically, to look for non-league strikers. Danny Newton was one of the stars from it, and he ended up playing for Stevenage for several years. He's now obviously playing for Boreham Wood in the National League. So yeah, that's a bit of an interesting sort of nitpicker for you. But Wrexham are very, very close now to gaining promotion. Only 10 minutes away. Yeah, Danny Newton, a star of a TV show back in sort of mid-20, I think it's 2016-17 sort of time. The look for the next Jamie Vardy. Well, he's still playing a non-league, but he certainly forged out a good career for himself from that. Hoisted away. It's going to be launched forward now. And cleared away by Wrexham. Brought down by Mullin, but he's lost it now. It's Dolby, in fact. I don't know if we'll see Ollie Palmer come on. Might be a shout for for Phil Parkinson. Inside. It's a good ball, actually. And Boreham Wood are still going here. Credit to them. And they will get themselves a long throw and an opportunity here to put a ruffle against some feathers. Danny Newton, the man to do so. Now, this would be interesting if Boreham Wood nicked a goal now, wouldn't it? Oh, wouldn't it? Launched in. Headed away. And it's seen out. Ben Foster, in fact, dives on the ball. So much football coming up this week. I'm missing Wednesday, unfortunately, lads, so no Man City Arsenal. But I will be doing Leeds v Leicester, which is going to be absolutely huge. And Spurs against Man United as well. I think Liverpool will be hoping for a Man United win. I hate to say it. Realistically, we're relying on Newcastle and, well, maybe a Spurs win, actually. Foul on Mullin and a free kick to Wrexham. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, please do. We're trying to get to 2k as soon as we can, or 1.2k first, if you wouldn't mind. Be lovely. Be rather special, actually. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Absolutely, Dash. I agree with that. Time for Wrexham to bring on James freaking Milner. Liverpool did that and it didn't really work today. Tell you what, lads. Just a side point. Jordan Henderson was so bad for Liverpool. Headed! Oh, and it's saved by Ashmore in the end. I think it was Mullin again with the header. Jordan Henderson was so bad for Liverpool today, by the way. He was so bad. So bad. Thrown in. It'll sand me now. It's a good turn. He's done so well. It's an interception by Jones, and he's gone out for a throw into Boreham Wood. Here's Bush with it. Well won. And hooked forward into Newton. And cleared away. And played wide now for Broadbent for Boreham Wood. And they continue to try and go forward. But anyway, here go Wrexham with Dolby. He's going to go out and play for a throw in here. We will stay live for the promotion parade. Whilst also there will be highlights of my reactions as soon as the game, as soon as I can. Yeah, exactly, David. I agree. I love Henderson as a person, but Eliza, you're absolutely spot on with that one. And I think everyone associated with Wrexham would think exactly the same. But here's Ben Tozer with the throw-in. Tozer launched in. Looks for the flick on. It was gonna go out for a corner. Comes off Bush in the end. Dolby. The ball is still on top of the net. And it will be Tom O'Connor with the corner for Wrexham. It's not long now. 5 minutes to go. Paul Mullin. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cross in for David O'Connor. For David O'Connor? That's David. For Thomas O'Connor. Just in my head, that rent-free, Dave. That's why. Because you're a legend. That's why. Looks like we won't see Carvalho again this season. Really? See, this baffles me. It's so weird. Why have we not seen him? It's so strange. Something's gone on. Ben Tozer will throw in. I'm happy for him to be loaned out, but I think he's so talented, see. I really do. He's got an eye for goal as well, like, at such a young age. Launched in by Tozer, headed away, and helped on by Newton for Boreham Wood. Lee picks it up. Jones. Cannon. He's fouled? He's not. It's well intercepted. And a good turn. Not long now. 3 more minutes to go of normal time. Usually Falafel, I like the playoffs. I really do. I think they had a real great bit to the end of the season. But at this level, it needs to be top 2. I think 2 have to get promoted. I don't think 1 is fair, because it gives situations like this, you know. And I think playoffs as well give chances to teams who maybe haven't had the greatest of seasons, even though they might have just nicked into the playoffs. Like, I remember Blackpool did it, and it was sort of so unexpected, but it was amazing. I really like the playoffs. It's played wide, and Bush is there to clear. No, he will see it out for a goal kick. 2 minutes to go now, guys. I'm actually feeling nervous. I'm feeling nervous and happy, though. But if Boreham Wood do nick a goal, I'm excited to see what happens at the end. I really am. And here comes Ollie Palmer for Wrexham. He's going to replace Paul Mullin. What a game he's had. Wow. The man who has single-handedly won this game for Wrexham, and in turn won promotion. How many points has he won? Super Paul Mullin is replaced by Ollie Palmer, a man who had a better time of it last season, but he's still a very, very, very handy operator at this level. There is Paul Mullin. What a game he's had. Wow. What a moment he's had. That first goal especially was something out of the top drawer. Technical brilliance. Played out wide. And Boreham Wood is still going for it, even as we approach the last few minutes. So close now. So close. Five minutes added on. Hoisted away. So close now. So close for Wrexham. 5 minutes of 15 years of desperation of getting out of this league. They finally seem to have done it. Seriously, people won't estimate how huge this is for the city, for the town of Wrexham. Phil Parkinson is the man who's done it, and it has been monumental. Mick is in the chat. How are we? Jay's in the chat. Good to see you. Played inside now for Boreham Wood. They're so close here, Wrexham, to completing what is one of the hardest tasks in football. Getting promoted from the Vanarama National League. Played in behind. It's a good ball. Going to be seen out by Mendy, is it? He's come back inside, Jacob Mendy. Has he been fouled? No. He's cleared away, though. Palmer chases. And it's a good turn in the end. Man of the match today, I think there's only one choice, isn't there, Paul Mullin? What an exceptional performance from him. And he now is the man. He now is the man who will be written in Wrexham scripture for years and years to come. And maybe Hollywood scripture too. He looks excited. He looks tired. The adrenaline. Well won. Is there going to be one last moment here for Boreham Wood to really make these last few seconds interesting? It's a good challenge from Elliot Lee. Played back now. Out wide to Bush for Boreham Wood. He will probably look to go long. He does. Towards Danny Newton. He can't head it, but he can win the ball back. It's another good challenge. Hoisted away by Jones. It's a throw-in for Boreham Wood again. A minute and a half. 90 seconds of the 93. 90 seconds of the 95 remaining. We are so close now to what will be the perfect crescendo. We're nearly there. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's well challenged. It's going to be a free kick to Boreham Wood. Not long. 50 seconds to go. Ryan Reynolds has tears in his eyes. But he cannot watch. Rob McElhenney too. Hoisted into the box and away. Comes to Bush. Well intercepted. And is celebrated like a goal for Boreham from Wrexham. It's going to be another Boreham Wood throw-in. Another Boreham Wood throw-in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we go to the final whistle. It's launched in by Bush again. Flicked on. Chance for Endelovu. Cleared away and hoisted away again by Wrexham. 11 men stuck behind the ball. And that is that. From a boring 0-0 draw at Eastleigh in COVID to cancelled seasons to playoff heartache. 15 years. 15 years of absolute pain, of monotony, of boredom. And Wrexham are League 2 again. 46 games of gruelling football in the Vanarama National League. And Wrexham have finally completed what I said was one of the hardest tasks in football in general, to get promoted from this league. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, well, it's not a fairy tale, but it certainly is Hollywood drama. They are champions and they are promoted to the Football League. Phil Parkinson has tears in his eyes. Wow, they are the champions. Paul Mullin is the hero today and maybe the hero of all days. It's just exceptional. It's just brilliant. Wrexham are the champions. Are the champions of the National League 2022 to 2023. In one of the greatest all-time individual seasons in Football League history. Reynolds and McElhenney have tears in their eyes. It's hard not to imagine why. The crowd have spilled onto the pitch for what is one of the most incredible moments. 2022 to 2023 National League champions. What a moment for them. And that has all been made possible by two Hollywood stars who didn't have to care. Who didn't have to come in. But that's what football does. It brings the biggest, greatest emotions out of you.
Glad you did your dissertation on them now.
Yeah. And there we go. The champions of the EFL League 2. Phil Parkinson pumps the air. And that, I think, ladies and gentlemen, and it is absolutely packed on the pitch.
Lively, is it?
Blake Lively's on the phone to Ryan Reynolds. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get the highlights out. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. It has been a really, really, really incredible moment to be a part of. And it's been great to see these last few games of Wrexham's journey. Wrexham are League 2. And you are... thank you so much for being part of this stream. Anyway, I'm going to get the highlights out. I've been Chris Stonadge. This is the Stonadge channel. Hit that subscribe button. Join the family. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.